Mr. and Miss Smith, Justin Duval up at Travel Camp Orange Park. I'm going to be showing you your retro today. This is a virtual walkthrough, so I'm going to try to hit everything the best I can. If you got questions, just call up here, give us a call, and we'll answer any questions you got. Starting up front with some of the towing, you got your 7-way plug here. This is going to plug into the back of your vehicle. It's going to give you all your running lights, blinkers, hazards, charge line to the battery. Also the brake signal from your brake controller in your truck. A couple safety features that they have. You have your safety chains here. Okay, state of Florida, they need to be crossed when they hook up to the vehicle. Also, another little side note, you have to have 3 points of contact to the truck. Each safety chain is 1, so 1 and 2. And then you need to get like a little hitchhiker or a carabiner for your safety breakaway cable. This is another independent connection to the vehicle. What this does is if the trailer comes off the ball, the safety chains fail, this is going to pull out of this electrical box and engage your trailer brakes while it slides down the highway. Heaven forbid, but that's what it's there for. 2 5/16 ball, so just remember that if you're going to be towing. Electric tongue jack. This is going to help you get on and off the vehicle by lifting or lowering the unit. So this will be down. That is going to bring the unit up. This is also how you're going to find level when you get to your campsite. So you level it out, and then on all 4 corners you have a stabilizer. I would probably tell you to get a drill and a 3/4 inch socket and just run those down with a drill, so you're not out there with a speed crank. It's not very speedy. So just run those to the ground. You're looking for those to just touch the ground and stop. You're not looking to lift or throw a pitch to the unit, just to stabilize when you get in and out of the unit. Okay. Next thing we'll talk about is your LP. Okay, so 2 5-gallon cylinders. Course, counterclockwise is how you open, clockwise is how you close. You'll notice right here that you have this selector. Go ahead and zoom in on that. This right here is going to be your selector. So right now you're going to be drawing off of this tank, and then when you flip it over to this side, you'll be pulling off of this tank. There's a little glass window somewhere on here. I think it's on this side. It'll be green when you run out of propane. It flips to red. That's when you know to just go to the other tank and go get the one filled. Now these are DOT tanks. Don't go to the Little Champ or the Chevron corner store and get a blue Rhino. These are DOT tanks, so they're meant to be on the front of a trailer. So just try to get them refilled the best you can. This is going to run your furnace, your water heater, your cooktops, even on this model, your refrigerator. So they can go quick, or they can last a couple trips depending on what you're using them for. Okay, so now that's the LP. Now right behind it we have a 12-volt battery. You want to get it on that? It's got the orange strap right there. That's going to be your 12-volt battery. That is serviceable. Using eyewear or eye protection and gloves, you can pop off 2 caps and put like acidic and distilled water back into the battery so that they don't dry out. Even just sitting there, they're going to dry out even if there's no draw on them. So that's something to look out for there. Coming around this side, you have your what they call a pass-through storage compartment. You can access this from this driver's side or the other side, which is going to be your passenger side. Hitching, some of your tables and chairs can all go in there. Let's see here. Okay, so next thing we need to talk about is getting water into the unit. You have your fresh water. This little cap here, you just spin off, you put a hose in there, and you can fill a tank and then bring the water inside via a water pump, which will bring all the water to your showers, your faucets, outside showers, anything like that. The next way to do that would be through your city water, and this is kind of like a set and forget it. You just hook the hose up, turn the hose on, any water you demand inside will be available at the sinks, faucets, or whatever it might be. So 2 ways to get the water into the unit. Now that it's into the unit, we've got to figure out how to heat it. On this model here, zoom in on this, Nick. You'll see this on-off switch. This is going to be for the electric side of the water heater. There's another switch inside on a panel that says water heater. That's going to be for gas. So this is electric. Inside is the gas switch. The difference between the two, electric is going to take about 40 to 45 minutes to heat up water. The propane is a much quicker way to heat your water, so that'll take about 15 minutes to get 7 gallons of hot water. This is all direct spark ignition, so you don't need to get a grill lighter or anything like that. Just hit the switch inside, the gas valve opens, you push propane inside of the combustion chamber, and then it sparks off with this wire here, boom. Some things that you need to look out for. There is a fault light inside. What this thing's going to do is it's going to try to light 3 times, and if it faults, that fault light comes on. You just turn the gas side off and on, and then that'll give you the 3 more tries. So if it doesn't light the first time, you probably just got air in the lines, no biggie. Turn it off, turn it on, and you get the 3 more tries until it lights. Outside shower. This is going to be just a regular shower head with an on-off switch. Hot and cold water is going to be available outside. 30 amp service. You have 1 AC, so this is why you have a 30 amp service. Do not convert this down to a wall plug at your house or in your garage or anything like that. Go ahead and get the 30 amp service ran, so you don't keep popping breakers. This is going to be your refrigerator access panel. Not much need to go in here. Propane chamber is over here. This is how you're going to heat on propane or cool your refrigerator down on propane. There's just a little wall switch over our wall outlet here that you would hook into, no big deal. Your furnace exhaust is here. Keep your fingers out of there, it gets pretty hot. Now your solar charge, you can buy a solar panel on a tripod or stick them up here or mount them to the roof, whatever you want to do. You would just put this side in here, and that's going to give you a trickle charge to the battery. Not too much to live off of. It's just going to make sure that battery stays topped off, so when you go to take your camper out, you have a fully charged battery. Down here is going to be where you're going to dump. So black tank, which is this lever here with the black end, this is going to be your crapper essentially. So we'll just keep that closed. And then this one back here is going to be gray. That's going to be your showers, kitchen, and bathroom faucets. So if you're going to go dump for the first time, you just hook a hose up to this outlet here, straight into the ground via septic tank or drain field, whatever it is. You're going to do the black first. So you pull this out, boom, it comes out, then you close it, and then back here, this is called a black tank flush. So this is a straight shot to that black tank or the crap tank. This is a straight line to that tank. So you just hook a water hose up here. If you can go ahead and fill that tank, pull the lever again, and just keep flushing it X amount of times, however many times you need to. Okay. So now that we've flushed out the tank, then we'll go ahead and pull this gray lever back here, and that's going to clean out the hose so that you're not messing with feces or whatever that is. And then just close it back. A couple things you need to note as well. Always camp with your valves shut. Let those tanks fill up. Let the water or feces or food scraps kind of break down or mush up in the water, and then go ahead and pull those levers and let it kind of flush out. You don't want to camp with your valves open, is what I'm trying to say in short. Okay, this little piece comes out here. This will be where you'll put your sewer hose, stinky, slinky, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Up on the top here, these red lights, these are going to be your running lights. This black mount here is going to be for a backup camera that's made by Furion if you wanted to order that. Brake lights, turn signals, all that's going to be here. License plate mount. You got your spare tire here. On this side, this is going to be your awning. I'll go ahead and run this out for you real quick. Okay. So, a couple things you need to know about your awning. Inside there's a switch that says awning extend, and it does just that. It's going to extend the awning out, and it also says retract. That's going to retract the awning. Couple things you need to worry about are rain and wind. Water tends to belly in the middle of these things, so it's going to be a lot of weight pulling on these awning arms, and then wind is going to get up underneath the awning and lift it and toss it around. So same thing, you're putting a lot of pressure on these bolts. So just kind of be aware of what's going on around you. Run the awning in Let's just say you did leave the awning out and you forgot about it. This thing will fill with a little bit of water, and then this joint here will buckle and let the water run off. That's just kind of a preventative thing. You can also collapse that yourself. I would probably do it on the front side to take the water away from the front door. Okay. Down here, 110 outlets for charging golf carts, radios, running an air compressor, whatever you're doing, you can plug that in here. Outside TVs. Your wheels, they're just a regular air wheel. Lug nuts tightened to 110 to 115 foot-pounds. Just keep that in mind. After 10,000 miles, bring it back in. We'll check the races. We'll check your bearings, all that good stuff. So bring it back in to be looked at. Outside speakers, LED across the front. This is the other side of your storage compartment here. This is going to be your 30 amp cord. It's right in front, or right in the front compartment. And this is that speed crank here. Like I said, just get a 3/4 inch socket. This is what's going to be provided to run those jacks all the way down. Just get a drill, it's way easier. That's it on the outside. Now we'll step inside here in a sec.